look like you done did a little, you know?
I've never met anyone quite like her before.
Hey everybody, welcome back to AndieLand. It's your girl Andie, and today I played in some new makeup. I am going out tonight, so this makeup has to last. But she's looking good. I feel like I'm giving real Nia Long, like classy, you know? If you guys would like to see how I got this look, make sure you're first and foremost subscribed to my channel, like this video, and keep watching. Alright y'all, so I'm supposed to be going out after work today, so I need my makeup to last. NYX Face Glue primer. Y'all ain't never gonna get me up off this stuff. And this is what they need to make a big bottle of. Cause why is that container so small? That all over. Alright, so I'm gonna take this Morphe concealer. This is the shade Rich 30. And I'm just gonna use this to prime my eyelids real quick while that face glue primer sits. And then buffing it in with an M173. This is a real old Morphe brush. Notice I got my hair cut a little shorter, but I'm going to Nigeria in like 3 days, so I just needed my hair to last. Charles was yelling at me because apparently I was not taking care of my hair like I'm supposed to. Next thing is to set the eyelids. I have sitting next to me my one size peach powder, so I'm just going to take a Real Techniques brush and then just use that to quickly set my eyelids. This just makes it easier to blend when it comes to eyeshadow. So going into the Makeup by Mario Master Mattes palette, I'm going to take this dark brown right here and I'm going to stamp this in like a C on the outer edge of my eye. This brush is just a regular shadow brush from Too Faced. I think I don't remember where I got it, to be honest. But it's been a while, so I don't know if they still have this brush. And I kind of took this like into my crease and then around the outer V and then onto my lid. So it's kind of making like a nice little C. Go in with a little at a time. You can always add more. It's a lot harder to diffuse. So if you aren't too comfortable, start little and add. And you see I'm kind of dragging this out just a tad bit. Just to kind of lift my face a little bit. But that's basically what I'm trying to go for right now. I'm gonna take a really fluffy brush. I'm gonna go into this skin tone shade brown right here on the end. Just gonna dab that a little bit and I'm gonna use that on that perimeter just to buff out the harsh lines that are on the edge. In the same palette, I have this Be a Small flat, like it's a base shadow brush. And I'm gonna go into the white shadow right here. And I'm just gonna stamp that on my lid space. This shade opens up the eye a little bit more. And I am a firm believer in putting white in your inner corner. So I'm literally bringing that all the way down, stamping it. If you feel like you need a little bit more adhesion, like something tacky to stick it, I recommend the NYX Face Glue. Not the Face Glue, the NYX Glitter Glue. That primer for your eyes makes mattes pops, makes glitters pops, makes shimmers pop. It's just that good. Now going back in with that brush we used to blend out the outer edge, I'm gonna blend together that darker shade and kind of transition into that white. Now for the fun part. I guess it's not really fun, I don't know, but I'm gonna add a little bit of shimmer. I'm gonna take this Diamond Balm by Fenty and Cognac. You can honestly use any shade of the Diamond Balm. This is the one that's right in front of me. So I'm gonna go in with the other end of that brush, put it in here, and then just pat it on my lid. If you want more of like a shimmer, you can go with like an actual eyeshadow. I just kind of like the hint of shimmer that this gives my eye. Now I'm gonna take mascara and liner and do that. I'm probably gonna do this off camera just because I've been having a lot of trouble with my wings lately. But I have my Clinique High Impact Mascara and my Idole waterproof liner. So I'm just gonna do that and then probably put my lashes on too, and I'll be right back. I tell y'all every single time, lashes and liner can make the ugliest of eyeshadow looks look like something. Look like you done did a little, you know? Okay, so because I am going out tonight, we are always gonna make sure Miss Danessa is in rotation. If I gotta be outside, chance of some sweat, chance of some oils, the face balm primer will be on my face. This is shade 7. As you can see, it pretty much blends in with my skin. I do have a universal one as well, but for night days when I'm doing like full glam, I do like to use the tinted one just because it does add a little bit more coverage. But literally just taking this Morphe E63 brush. Again, they don't make this anymore. I'm sorry. They have like a, is it a blush or a contour bronzer brush that's like similar, but not really. But I love this primer. My face, it will be matte all day. And there's something on my eye. I can feel it, but I can't see. I was debating underpainting today, but let's just go full glam. So let's do the Studio Radiance by MAC. This is the shade NC45. This foundation is still one of my faves. I love the little glow it gives. I love the coverage, the shade range. It reminds me of my NYX Light Reflecting, which we all know I have also been loving. I'm gonna spray my face with the Professional Super Setter as I blend. And I'm gonna take my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, and this is what we're gonna use to, I inhaled it. This is what we're gonna use to blend today. When blending, it's important to pat your foundation in, not swipe. We don't need any streaks or anything. So pat, pat, pat. Swiper, no swiping. You see the finish? Look how beautiful my skin looks like skin. It looks healthy. That's what you want, especially before you set. Like, that foundation looking juicy. Once your foundation is blended, I personally like to take a sponge just to absorb all the extra product, especially when I'm using more radiant and quote-unquote dewy foundations. I just like to kind of make sure I press it into my skin. Again, I am oilier in my T-zone. I have oily combo skin. Some days it's drier than others. Some days it's a little more oilier than others. But it is what it is. For concealer, I still haven't been able to put this Fenty Wear Even concealer in the shade 370. I haven't been able to put it down. I like to use this as my first layer of concealer. Use this as like my pre-highlight, I feel like we should call it. Because you know, I used to use a skin tone concealer only. I still do sometimes, like when I have like a really bad breakout, but like I would have used that to cover that little spot right there. But I don't know, I haven't been lately. So the first concealer I never let sit, so we're just gonna go straight into blending that out. Got my IT Cosmetics concealer brush. This is 418, the airbrush angled concealer brush. I'm just gonna stamp this concealer in. I just love how quickly this brush blends in my concealer. When your tools matter, y'all. So when I say like, using my brushes, sometimes they may not be used, I may not use them for what they're intended for, but there's always a reason. Like as you plan your makeup, you'll be like, I need a brush to do this. Like I need it to look, I feel like if you just look like this or just did this, I'd be okay. That's how you know you find a brush, because like the Real Technique brush I usually use to blend out my concealer, it's for setting. It's not for blending out concealer, but it blends out concealer so beautifully. It's like, that's what I need the brush to do. So that's the brush I'm gonna use. Don't be afraid to try something unexpected. Like, you know how you like your face done or how you like to do your face. Look at that. Look at that. You can't tell me that's not fire. Let me blend out the other eye. Now that my concealer is blended, we can go in with the actual highlighting concealer. Today I'm going back with my L'Oreal Infallible concealer. This is the shade Cashmere. Wonderful, wonderful product, and it's not super expensive. I'm just gonna put that right there. There's probably a lot. I might have to take some off later, but okay. I did something. I bought Made by Mental's Curve Case. This is the shade Deep, so these are all the pretty colors. It is gorgeous. I haven't even used it yet. Now, after I had already purchased it, Yama said I probably should have gotten a medium, because apparently I'm like fake light skin or whatever. But it's here now, so I'm gonna try it. And if it don't look the way I need it to look, we just gonna have to figure that out. Part of me wants to go in the chocolate charm, because you know I have been liking reddish bronzers lately, so I want to try that first. I'm just gonna dip my brush straight up in there and see. Yeah, she deep and she pigmented. I really didn't even put that much on the brush. Look at that. It blends out really easily, so I'm very much impressed, because like that one dip did my whole cheek where like I would still be on my Morphe bronzer. I actually really like that. Like, I really like that. I'm looking at like 3 mirrors. We're gonna play in a little something. So let me do the other side real quick. When putting on my bronzer / contour, I like to use my cheekbone as a guide and use it to lift my face. So I'm literally on my cheekbone, stamping, stamping, stamping. Make sure I get chiseled effect. A little bit down here. Get that back of the jawbone. Gotta make sure we hit that. Part of me wants to go like just a teeny weeny bit deeper, so I'm probably gonna go this, and I'm just gonna take the tiniest amount and go like right under my cheekbone, just to kind of give me a little bit of dimension. Yeah, just because I need this to go for my day tonight. It's really subtle what I did, but I think I like that carvation. Yeah, I think that's cute. I might keep this one and get me another Made by Mental case, because I think I actually like these, and I think these would be beneficial in my kit. I haven't really been doing much makeup, but I like this. I haven't been doing blush, so we're not gonna do blush again today. I am gonna take my sponge and just go over my jawline in my mouth, just to make sure that the blend that I have sitting there is gorge and is locked in. Now we can blend up under the eyes. So I have my IT Cosmetics brush, and I'm just gonna stamp, because I really want this brightness to be concentrated right here under the eye. Like I want that blending into the other concealer, into the bronzer, but I don't want it going too far. And I know I did put a lot, so I might have to do a little extra blending here. I'm just gonna keep my bronzer brush. I'm just gonna buff out that edge just a little bit. You know, go back and forth, switch up brushes just until you get that. Oh, that's gorgeous. I'm just gonna take my sponge and just go over where the two meet. And where it meets on my nose, just the edges. Look at that. Mwah! And mwah! It is, oh. You know, I really be, you know, I shouldn't be surprised, but like, I really be doing this. Like, my glam really be tea. I'll give it your number. While in London, I also picked up new powders. I picked up MCo Beauty's pressed powders. I got 2 shades, but today I want to try the shade Light just because I feel like it's like the perfect creamy shade that I like. Like, this is the kind of light that I like. But first, I definitely want to spray my face. Let's take, where's my Charlotte Tilbury? Okay, all my sprays is empty. So let's go take my Charlotte Tilbury. Now, I do like to do this, especially when I know I'm having like a long day out, because it helps to hydrate my skin under all the products I'm going to need to use to ensure my face lasts. And I gotta get out of here. Oh my god, it's 12:30. I'm supposed to be at work at 1. Make sure you get out all the creases under your eyes as well. Use your brush, or sponge, whatever. You can even use a finger or a Q-tip. I don't care, just get the creases out. I'm gonna take that MCo powder in this shade Light. I got my powder puff. I'm just gonna swirl it around in there. Gonna stamp this under the eye. I've never used this powder, and it's always, I feel like on days when I'm supposed to be doing something, that I decide to try 2,500 new products that could make or break my face. But wow, that's pretty. Wow. I actually think she gives a little bit more coverage than her dupe. Cause wow, that's gorgeous. Even from like afar, I have a mirror behind my station. That is, you see that difference? Look, unset, set, the blur, the coverage of that powder. That's nice. That's real nice. Okay. I really hope this powder lasts, cause honestly, it's pretty flawless, and for the price, you can't beat it. I know you can get it on Amazon, but I definitely got mine while I was in London, and it looks phenomenal. Like, that's really pretty. Okay, that first powder is on. The next powder I'm gonna take is my One Size Peach powder. Oh, let me just fill in this all of myself. Same powder puff, and I'm just gonna press this on top. Again, when you have to be outside, you have to use powder, so look how flawless. I think I really like those two together too. Extra blurring. So before I go on with the skin tone powder, I'm just gonna add on my beauty marks with my e.l.f. liquid liner. I really do need to get a brown one, but until I do, this will work. Pressed powder, I haven't really been changing it up. It's either been this or my MAC. We're gonna use the Fenty today, the Pro Filter Foundation Powder in the shade 420. Big fluffy powder brush, and literally just take this full over the face, stamping it in. Especially on the parts that we didn't set. A little to my forehead. Because Charles cut my hair a little shorter, so you can kind of see my forehead a little bit more now. For bronzer, same old, the Makeup by Mario. It's the perfect red bronzer, and I feel like on top of that Made by Mitchell palette, it's just gonna give what needs to be gave. Feel me? For my nose, we know I hate a red bronzer on the nose. I don't know, it gives Rudolph times 10. So we're taking Cognac by Fenty Sunstalk'r bronzer, and I'm just gonna define the bridge of my nose all the way down to the tip. Take it up into my shadow a little bit. Yeah, that's pretty. Cause I don't know, them red bronzers on the nose don't be hitting the way people be thinking they be hitting. And I already got enough red going on my face. So. My face looks so flawless right now, y'all. I have 5 minutes, okay. To bake, I have my Chanel powder right here. This is the shade 20. I'm just gonna take this to the sides of my nose. Such a lightweight cooling powder, but she be setting, honey. She is worth the price every time. A little bit underneath the cheekbone. Okay, now we can do my lips. I thought I had a chestnut over here. Okay, well I have a tiny chestnut I just found. I'm gonna take this and line my lips. I like to fill in the corners just a little bit, just to kind of give me that more pouty look, that pouty effect. Oh my god, if Ellery don't stop DMing me while I'm trying to record. Wham bam, thank you ma'am. Now I need some powder to set that in place. I'm gonna take my powder brush, dust off that bottom bake and around my lips. I didn't add any extra powder to this brush. The lip gloss I'm going to use today is going to be by Fenty Beauty. This is the Hot Chocolate Fantasy. I don't know, I'm feeling something a little more dark, mysterious on the lips, and I think this is perfect. It's so pretty, like, tell me it's not. We can press in our bake now. So I'm gonna take my sponge, mainly because I'm in a rush. And we're just gonna pat, pat, pat. Look how flawless that looks. Wow. Now I was debating putting some shadow on the bottom or some liner. To be honest, I think I'm just gonna do some mascara, just because I'm not really feeling shadow right now. So I'm gonna take my Clinique mascara, the same one. I'm just gonna run it through my bottom lashes. Pretty much done. So let's see, first setting spray. Let's take the Benefit again, just to melt all my powders in. I ran out of my one size, so let that pan dry. I'm gonna take the one size Boucle Silk setting powder. This is the shade Light. I got a fluffy setting brush from Real Techniques. There's a hair on here. I'm just gonna use this up under the eye really quick, just to add that little extra level of blur under the eye. Like, can you guys see a difference? I don't know if it's translating on camera, but like this is being added on top, just, I don't know, it does something, and I'm here for it every single time. Okay, and I am gonna use that Charlotte Tilbury spray again, if I can find it, because where did I put it? Oh. And it's gonna be the final spray. Let that air dry. I'm gonna put my earrings and stuff on. I'll be right back. All right, everybody, so this is my completed look. I am obsessed with the curve case. I can't wait to play it some more and get a new one, because y'all see it? Y'all see that? In them MCo powders? Why didn't y'all tell me? Why y'all wait so long to tell me? Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. As always, everything's gonna be in the description box below. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, what are you doing? Go ahead, hit that subscribe button, like, comment. I like to get to know y'all too. I like to answer y'all questions, and I can't wait to see you guys in my next video. Bye.